Ireland Connected, in association with Pigsback.com. You get more back with Pigsback.com.
Now it's that time of the week when we take a look at some interesting and unusual websites that is, that have grabbed our web expert Maeve Kneafsey's eye. So this morning we're going to be looking at a website that will give you the best quotes for your house insurance, also a site for all you budding gardeners. Maeve Kneafsey joins us now, our web wonder woman. Good morning, Maeve. Before we get to that one, I'm very interested in the first one. Tell you folks, I'd say this web address is probably going to occupy the entire screen. It is tutus to tap shoes Dancewear, all one word. That's TUTUS, the number 2, tap shoes, dancewear.ie, all in one. Now, I'm dying to see how they fit that on the end of the screen. Go on, lads, I put it up, I dare you. No, look, they bottled it. Right, Maeve, I presume this does exactly what it says.
It does exactly what it says in the tin, and I know it's not a good address at all, but it's well worth finding it.
Well,
and
it's memorable.
Yeah, it is memorable.
It'll probably take you about 4 goes to spell it properly.
Yeah, exactly. And, well, if you're looking for dancewear, if you're looking for shoes, specialist stuff for everything from salsa to tap to gymnastics to Irish dancing, it's very tricky to find the right gear. And it's very tricky to find it in a shop nearby. And
if you have daughters,
absolutely.
Every girl I know has done a dance class of some sort at some stage or another.
Yeah, and also it's not just any old pair of shoes. You know, there's any old outfit. There's a very, very specific wear that they need, and you can buy these online with this website. So, and they will also go and find if there's something on the site isn't on the site that you're looking for, they'll go off, they'll source it for you, and they will get it for you as well.
Okay, and this is an Irish site.
An Irish site. These are 2 girls. One of them was lost her job in construction, and you know sometimes out of bad things, really good things happened, and she saw this gap in the market for being able to buy this kind of gear and set up the business.
Okay.
And they also have a shop in Tramore.
In Waterford?
In Waterford,
right,
yeah.
Okay. Tutus to tap shoes dancewear.ie. Now, another long one, but I think probably easier to remember and certainly easier to spell. Johnstowngardencentre.ie. Now, this is one of the most famous garden centres in the country because anybody who uses the main Dublin Cork Road or main Dublin Road will have passed it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big, huge garden centre where I've gone into.
It's enormous. It's practically a village in its own.
Well, you could just spend all day there. I mean, there's so much to do, but they've gone online now and you can order from them online. The huge range, and it's incredibly good value. It's very, very well organised, very easy to follow, very time saving because you don't have to go out there, because I used to drive out there to get my stuff. And the delivery charge for up to 32 items, I think it is €10.
Does that not defeat the purpose a little bit, maybe? Because I mean, I know a load of people who used to actually take like it was a day out to go out to Johnstown.
Yeah, but you can't always do that.
Well,
and if you need to get something, or in fact, physically you can't do it, it's a great option for you to be able to order it online.
It's in Kildare, of course, and as I said, almost anybody who ever comes to Dublin up that road will note the site is, and I mean, if you know Johnstown Garden Centre, you know any garden centre, you know what they do, except they do it bigger and probably more efficiently than most. Johnstowngardencentre.ie. Now, on to the third one. QuoteDevil.ie and www.123.ie.
Yes.
This is the insurance sites.
These are the insurance sites. They're where you go in and they will give you a quote from all the different suppliers and give you the best price.
You're obsessed with insurance quotes.
I am, because I believe there's huge difference here between really, really, really expensive insurance and a really good value. And also there's an awful lot of talk now that the insurance premiums are going to start going up. So I went off to look at my home insurance and I reckon I saved €300, which is an awful lot of money.
Not to be sneezed at. They're certainly coming up to Christmas.
Exactly. And Quote Devil and 123.ie, both of them do the same thing. In other words, they're engines that go off and get you a quote on lots of different kinds of insurance to get you the best price. And I got the best price for 123 in this occasion. But they really do very, very competitive rates.
Okay. Quote, as in QUOTE, Devil, QuoteDevil.ie and www.123.ie. Now, next, I'm intrigued by the title of this. Coggles, yes. COGGLES.com.
Yes, well, Coggles.com is basically called after the woman who set this up. Her husband went off when they were married and had an affair, and she called the website after the woman that he went off and had the affair with, just to prove to him that when she was hugely successful, he would never forget.
So he left her for a woman called Coggles?
Yes. I don't know if they're still together, but certainly it's a hard reminder of what happened in the first place. But besides that, it's a very, very good fashion website. And she started off on the high street and then expanded to online. And if you're looking at Christmas, for example, for very different presents, they have some really, really nice accessories that aren't massively expensive. And again, delivery charge is fairly reasonable, particularly if you're buying more than one gift. I think the €16 delivery charge to Ireland. But they also, besides doing, things like cufflinks, jewellery, hats, scarves, bags, they also do, a lot of fashion. And they do both new designers and more established designers.
So everything from Vivienne Westwood to Great Plains and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly, a lot of Paul Smith. And I mean, they're not cheap, but if you buy some of the smaller accessories, they are, and they're different.
Okay, delivered to Ireland is approximately €16. That's called www.coggles.com. Now, the next one I'm also intrigued by because it happens to be the name of my favourite band, or one of my favourite bands, but it's nothing to do with music. It's www.ie.bluenile.co.uk. That's a very strange address, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's the Irish address for an American company called Blue Nile, which are very, very well known.
There's no forward slash in there, is there?
There's no forward slash. That's exactly as it is.
Just to clarify that for people, www.ie.bluenile.co.uk.
Yes, but if you look at bluenile.co.uk on its own, you'll also see a little Irish flag that you can click on.
Okay, and it is?
It is jewellery.
Just
jewellery. I mean, a fantastic, really good value jewellery at the higher end of the market, and they reckon now that they sell as much as Tiffany in terms of diamonds. But of course, the industry hates them because there's massive discounts on what they do because they sell it all online.
Do they post them out?
They post them out to you.
Diamonds?
Yes. Now, I'm sure they have, it's first class, it's registered, hand, sign, and it's free delivery.
I'll be back onto that insurance company very fast.
They do a huge amount of sales here, and they also have a big office here to deal with their European deliveries.
Okay.
But a lot of men buy because they buy engagement rings, and they're afraid to do that. More pressure when they go into a store. They teach them a lot about the diamonds and what they're buying, and big bulk of their customers are men.
Good. Okay, www.ie.bluenile.co.uk, and of course, obviously, we'll have those on our website a little later on in the day. Now, as a result of last week's poll on pigsback.com, which asked, do you think that the Green Party are right to stay in government with Fianna Fáil? 26% of our respondents said yes, they were right to stay, while 59% said no, and 15% said they didn't know. Now, the question in this week's poll is, do you think senators' salaries, in fact, should be cut, or do you think that they should be reduced? Do you think that they should remain as they are, or do you think that senators are needed at all? You can actually log on to pigsback.com and vote. Give your opinion on that. We'll be giving you the results on next week's Ireland Connected web review here on Ireland AM with Maeve Kneafsey. Maeve, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ireland Connected in association with pigsback.com. You get more back with pigsback.com.